Hey everybody, happy hump day. I'm gonna wait for a few people to join me. Hi Stacy. Hey Ellen and Cynthia. Oh, thanks Ashley. Ellen, shit, you just took class, I think, didn't you? I just saw you checked in, right? Thank you guys for being here on Wednesday and being flexible with your schedule and switching over from Monday. This will be our new time, Wednesday at 8 o'clock. I was a little concerned, and maybe just selfishly for myself, about Monday Night Football. So for those football lovers out there, I thought we would switch it to Wednesday night. This past Monday, I had parent college night at my son's school. So I had to switch it regardless. So I just thought it was a good time for me to make the change altogether. But yes, I'm going through that college process with my son, Wade. Makes me get a pit in my stomach, think about him leaving for college. But anyway, thank you for being here on Wednesday. I'm so thankful that you're joining me. I love when people join me live, so I feel like I'm talking to somebody and not myself. So hey, Ashley and Shelby and Dwayne. Hey, Kelly. So glad you're all joining me. I want to say a couple of things before we jump into the subject tonight, which is boundaries, which, woo, if I had a whirlwind of boundary self-talk this past week. Funny how that happens. But I want you to know that I'm grateful for you guys. I know we all have busy lives, and there's so many other things you could be doing right now. And I'm thankful and grateful that you have joined me on this journey of living our best lives, and you're sharing in the group, and you're being vulnerable and honest, and you're inspiring me, but I know you're inspiring other people too. So I want you to know that I appreciate that, and I'm really, truly grateful for that. And I want to shout out a few people. I'm trying to do like one a week, but there's a couple of you. So many of you are sharing, and it means a lot to me. But Ellen, I can't ever pronounce your last name. Buell, Ellen. I know Ellen very, very well. I just can't pronounce her last name. And Shanda Hampton. You guys have been so consistent with your own journeys and sharing in the group and being so open and vulnerable and authentic. And I just want you to know that I'm listening and watching, and I'm commenting back because I want you to know you're not alone. So I got some little treats for you too that I'll have in the studio over the next couple of days, just as a way for me to say, stay on your journey, stay committed. It is a journey. It's not immediate, and I'm just proud of you both. So thank you to Ellen and to Shanda for, like I said, committing to your self-discovery and sharing it with all of us. That's what this group is all about. So it means a lot to me that you are willing to do that. So I know a lot of you, before I jump in again, I know I have known the importance of self-discovery and personal development for most of my adult life. I've gotten very serious about it the past 5-6 years, and I've seen the benefits of it and how it works. And I really want you guys to commit to this. You can't expect a different outcome. I don't know who said this, Albert Einstein, I'm stealing this quote, but you can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a different outcome. You've got to change your life. You've got to change what you're doing, your actions, your behaviors, if you want a different outcome, if you want to live your best life. So I encourage you to, whether you're doing it with me or with somebody else, with your own books, if you're not already on this journey of personal development, jump on it. It's already changed my life, but this past month doing this with you guys, it's been overwhelming how it's changing my life. And I believe it's a big contributor to my relationship with Joey and with my kids, and understanding when I'm feeling something and a trigger that sets me off. So if you haven't jumped on the personal development bandwagon, I'm encouraging you to do it. I'm encouraging you to do it 100%. Give it a month. I mean, if you want your life to change, listen, you guys, even if your life is good, I mean, my life is good. You have to stay on this journey, because something's going to come up or you're going to forget. So continue to commit to yourself. You obviously have already. You wouldn't be on this live video with me. So I know if you commit, it will change your life. It has changed mine. I've lived it. So I've learned this past week, we're talking about boundaries this week, and wow, what a subject for me. I didn't even realize the impact boundaries has had in my life until I really started thinking about it and spending some time on it. And how many of you like have ever really thought about boundaries? I mean, now that I've been researching it, I know that I had none when I was a teenager and a young adult. And I've established some throughout these past 8 years, especially, without even knowing it. Wasn't consciously saying I'm going to set boundaries. I just knew that I had to. For some of it was survival. Some of it was I was ready to live my life differently. But how many of you have ever thought about boundaries and what role they play in your life? If you have, shoot me a heart or something so I know. But I know for me, boundaries had a negative connotation. The word seemed harsh. It's not. It's a very positive thing. It's a way for us to show our self-love and help us be healthier in all our other relationships. And when I was a teenager and a young adult, I had no self-esteem. I didn't know what boundaries were. I had no self-worth. I was in a relationship with a guy for 4 years that pushed me around. I'm embarrassed to say, but he did. And I was with another boyfriend for another 4 years in college that cheated on me all the time, and I allowed it. I was in a relationship that had some verbal abuse. And I had no boundaries, you guys. I allowed all this to happen. And I can't change what they did. I can only change how I responded and reacted. But I had no self-love. I was incredibly insecure. I didn't think I was worthy. It was thinking back on it now, I'm like, what? Who was that person? I'm so far from that, but I didn't even know what boundaries were. There was never a discussion about that. I didn't even know what self-worth was. And our decisions, our behaviors, or how we feel as a result of our past, right? So I had to kind of explore that and find a peace with it in order to even notice it or feel comfortable setting boundaries and feeling confident enough to set boundaries. And then my sister-in-law, Jenny, lives here in Nashville, now in Brentwood. I actually talked to her earlier and made sure it was okay for me to share this story, but I'll never forget it. It was probably 5 years ago, and I was talking to her about someone else in our life that was putting up with a lot from a man, and we were like, gosh, why do some women know what they want in a relationship, in a husband, in a man, or in a woman, if you're a guy, and they will not tolerate anything or settle. And then why did someone like me before Joey, why did I settle? What was I scared of? Why didn't I have any self-worth? We went into this deep conversation, and she said, Heather, when I was in college, she found a journal and she was looking through it, and she said, I wrote down one night all the things I wanted in my husband, all the attributes. She said I was very specific. I was like, he has to be a believer, he has to be respectful, he has to want children. And she had this whole list of very specific things that she wanted in her husband.